My name's Adam Hills. Welcome to Spicks and Specks, the music quiz show that knows which one is Hall and which one is Oates. Our two team captains each and every week are the wild boy, Alan Bro, and the girl on film, Miff Warhurst. Alan's first guest tonight is an internationally acclaimed soprano who loves watching reality television. Her ideal show would be called So You Think You Can Shatter a Wine Glass with Your Voice. Welcome back, Antoinette Halloran. Alan's second team member tonight is an English comedian whose wife purposely cuts his hair badly so that other women won't look at him. Let's hope she doesn't do circumcisions as well. Please welcome Jason Cook. Miff's first guest tonight is the guitarist, singer and songwriter of alternative rock giants Dinosaur Jr., who inspired such bands as Nirvana and Pearl Jam. Older ABC viewers, start writing your letters of complaint about his long hair now, and please welcome Jay Mascis. Miss final guest is one of Australia's most popular comedians whose last comedy festival show, I'm Not Sure About the Music, pretty much sums up all of his answers on this show. Please welcome Colin Lane.
Thank you. Thank you.
First off, Jay, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
I know Miff and Alan are quite excited to have you on the show.
I'm so excited I can't speak.
Does this happen often to you?
Never.
Now, Dinosaur Jr. Have had an amazing last few years because you guys broke up a few years ago and have come back with a tour that has just gone from strength to strength. The new album, Farm, is amazing. But the latest video, Over It, I want to play a clip of because it's the members of Dinosaur Jr. doing what seems to be some amazing skateboarding and BMX riding tricks. This is Dinosaur Jr., Over It.
What else should I do if I run around for you with a night I'm spoken to?
Did you actually have a go at any of those tricks just for the... I mean, of course, apart from the fact that you did do all those tricks, did you actually have a go at, the tricks?
Trying to say I didn't do all those things?
I'm not trying, I'm saying that you didn't do any of those tricks.
I did one trick
yeah?
that I've held on to since I was like 12.
What's
What
that
trick
trick?
was that?
It's like with the two boards, the Daffy thing. That's the only thing I've kept from my youth.
So 1 foot on each board and one
Yeah.
of them forward and one in the back. I saw that later in the clip. And that was the one moment I went, yeah, I can see his face in that one. I reckon that's him. There are some great comments on YouTube about that clip. They include, are they really doing their own stunts? Followed by, I don't doubt for a minute that it's actually them doing the stunts. Jay Mascis's wizard powers don't stop at the guitar. Damn, those Gramps got some skills. That varial heel was sick. Keep rolling, guys. I really like the old man with the long hair. And my personal favourite, he's going to break his hip if he isn't careful. Is it any different touring now that... I mean, you guys, toured in the 80s, toured in the 90s. Is it any different as you get a little bit older and you go back out on tour again?
Yeah, I guess it just gets louder and louder as we get deafer and have more people to carry stuff as we get older, so we can pile up more. Yeah.
All this time we thought you guys were just rocking harder as you got older, and it's just that you actually can't hear.
He said that you can't hear now.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
too.
nice to meet you too.
Miff and Alan are going to pick a topic that everybody will be quizzed on. Your choices tonight are burlesque broads, rockabilly rebels, punk, and dub. Alan, you can pick the first topic tonight.
We'll have burlesque broads, please, Adam.
Miff?
We'll have punk.
We'll start with burlesque broads, though. Everyone on your buzzers. Let's play Spicks and Specks. First question for 1 point. Which of the following is not an actual star of the burlesque stage? Tempest Storm, Sherry Champagne, or Tippy South Terrace?
I reckon Terry Champagne.
Yeah, Terry Champagne.
No, so I'm going to throw it to this
surely
side.
not.
Is it Tempest Storm or Tippy South Terrace?
South Terrace, Tippy South Terrace.
Yes, Tippy South Terrace is not a star of burlesque. Next question for 2 points. Name this burlesque comedian performing and the song she's singing.
I never get a single thing that's new.
Yes.
Is it Mae West?
No, it's not Mae West.
Sorry.
Yes?
Ethel Merman?
No. Oh. It was Fanny Bryce, and the song she was singing was Secondhand Rose.
Oh.
Finally, for 3 points. Name the burlesque performer pictured here, the country where she took citizenship, and the name that country gave her. Yes.
That's Josephine Baker.
Yes.
The country she took citizenship was France.
Yes.
And the name they gave her, the Black Cat.
No.
The singing tiger. No. Well, I don't know. Why don't you just give us the answer?
It's Josephine Baker. She took citizenship in France, and they called her La Baker.
That's...
They also called her Bronze Venus, Black Pearl, and Creole Goddess. So any of those would have worked.
Oh,
You were
well.
close.
There, you got 2 points.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
Still big up to 2 points. Now, when we're talking burlesque broads, Antoinette Halloran.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me.
Antoinette, you did a role recently in Streetcar Named Desire.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of almost crossed over into burlesque.
Almost.
Because you actually had to nude up,
I had
did
to
you?
nude up, yeah.
What part's nude in a streetcar
Well,
named
the
Desire?
director, Bruce Beresford, sort of decided that I was okay, so we should have a nude scene.
Was that his creative sentence when he was you're a bit of all right, why don't you get your knickers off?
That's how I got the job. But
Oh,
no.
really? Oh, I see.
But there was one night where all I had to do was step out of the bed with my back to the audience and put on a robe.
Nah.
And one night I stepped out of the bed and I looked down and the robe wasn't there. And one of the men in the cast, in their infinite wisdom, had decided to put it somewhere else. Because
Right.
they
Oh,
thought
was
it
it
was
Bruce
sort of in the
Beresford?
way.
Bruce Beresford's out the back going,
So it was a very frightening moment. I stepped out of the bed and just sort of looked around and then just grabbed all the bed covers and wrapped them around me and continued the scene.
Were there any heart attacks in the audience that night?
No. Maybe 10 years ago there would have been. Not now.
Oh,
You could cause a heart attack.
Oh, thanks.
That's the nicest thing I've ever said to a lady in my life. How's that for a compliment?
I was in a bar in Adelaide. There was some 2 guys at the bar, and they said one of the most Australian things I've heard. There was a beautiful woman. And they went, "Yeah, I'd go through her like lightning through a wet dog, mate."
Now, I know another story about you. That, I mean, we always think of opera singers as being quite prim and proper, but you also, well, you had an accident that caused you to become concussed whilst on stage.
I was saying, I had a boyfriend and I had a matinee and we decided to have a cuddle for the matinee.
didn't say cuddle.
We were cuddling.
You were
So
cuddling. Yeah.
And I was cuddling on top.
hello, Auntie Cuddle, or Bruce Beresford.
And he had this beautiful 1930s bed. And he used to call it the passion pit because the mattress was still from the 1930s and it went sort of down into a hole. And we were in the passion pit and he was holding on to the bed head. And in a big cuddle, he ripped it off and smacked me on the top of the head and I fell down on top of him completely concussed.
Did he continue cuddling?
I woke up 5 minutes later, he was having a cigarette.
And how was the show that night?
Well, it was contemporary, so no one knew I was making the whole thing up.
But you weren't cuddling, really, were you? I mean, we're all adults here. You were having, you know, I mean, we can say it, can't we, Jay? I mean, you were having fun. I mean, you know, we can all say it, can't we? He was putting his penis in your, you know, corner. I mean, we're all adults, aren't we? We're allowed to... No? Alan's looking at me going,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear all the words.
All right,